Let's see how this sound picks up on this video right here. But hello, welcome back to Because Besties to another video, to another weekly vlog. I have literally just filmed the outro for my 24-hour readathon, and now I'm filming the intro. Oh no, I filmed the outro for my 24-hour readathon. I'm filming the intro to this now. Excuse the bad lighting. It is literally 10 o'clock at night, and the only lights that I have is the bad ceiling light out of my room and the bright lamp that I had to move from right here to over there to make sure the shadows weren't too bad. So excuse the lighting. I really need to work on getting myself a tripod with a ring light because holy crap, the lighting is bad. I'm in a reading mood, but I'm also need to edit. So you're gonna see a lot of editing this week because I have to edit the weekly blog that I filmed last week on top of editing the 24-hour readathon. Luckily, I'm ahead in videos and I don't need the weekly vlog to go up until next Friday, and the 24-hour reading vlog will go up 2 weeks from Wednesday. So I have plenty of time to edit them, but I want to go ahead and get them started, get them somewhere edited, maybe even create a thumbnail out of some images in the video. I just have a lot to do. Okay. Um, so let's just really come along. I'm into weekly vlogs, so obviously I was originally going to film a continuing series vlog, but then I realized how much I needed to edit, and I was like, let me pause that, rewind. Let's edit these two videos that I've recorded back to back. Okay, and then we'll come back to doing that. So just gonna get a weekly vlog. Um, No complaints from me, okay, really? Because continuing series vlog would have been a lot. It would have been a lot to handle at the moment with everything going on, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. But here's what we have on the plate for us this week, at least in terms of reading. I, if you watched my 24-hour readathon, you will know that I started Scarred by Emily McIntyre, which is the second book in the Never After series. You are following Tristan and Sarah. Um, Tristan is the second son of the now dead king, which you literally find out in the first little chapter of the prologue. Now the king has died, and his brother is now taking the throne. So Tristan was never destined for the throne. Um, and so this is the same brother that literally tormented him as a child, and the now scar on his face. So he's like, now that Michael has it, I'm ready to steal it. It's gonna be mine because Michael does not deserve this throne. He doesn't deserve it, so it's gonna be mine for the taking. But when Sarah, Michael's betrothed, shows up, he realizes he's in for a bit more. And so Sarah has one plan: marry the king and then eradicate the fossil line. I love me a little dagger wielding FMC. Okay, love to see it. One of my favorite things ever. Um, but then she meets Tristan, and she realizes that there are secrets that are coming to the light, and that she may not be able to trust the people she thought she could trust. Now I say that as a person who was 163 pages in, so that may be wrong, but that is the gist of what I got from the synopsis on the back. And if you watch that, you know that I put this down because I wasn't enjoying it as much. Like, I enjoyed the first few chapters. So, oh, it's so different from Hooked. Now I'm into it, though. I'm kind of like, I don't really like Tristan. I don't really like Sarah. At least in the first book, I liked Hook and Wendy. Like, I liked them at least. But these two, I kind of just find them annoying. Sarah more so than Tristan. I'm not saying something because I will say it once again. Tristan is not morally great. That man is just dark. That man is just evil. I don't know what it is about this man, but this man, there's something with them, okay? And listen, I read plenty of dark romance. So it's not like this is too dark for me or something or anything like that. I just don't like him. I listen, I could go on and on about what I don't like about this book so far, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just stop talking about it. I want to finish it in the next couple of days, and then depending on how I feel about this by the end, depending on if I will continue on with the series or not. And I mean, I know they're all like interconnected standalones and they each focus on a different couple, but like there's something about Emily McIntyre's writing that makes it feel lacking in some ways, and it's making me not want to continue. And I'm just struggling. I'm gonna struggle both with this one. When I was reading it today, I was like slugging. Okay, I was slugging. And then the other book that's dragging over for my 24-hour readathon is Household, but that's by Andrew Joseph White. I do want to point out that these are both on my January TBR. Okay, thank you very much for asking. This book is a reread for me. I read it in like 2023, really enjoyed it, listened to the audiobook of it, but now I'm reading it physically, and all I want to do is annotate it. I love this. There's something about the way Andrew Joseph White writes that I am just like, wow, speechless, utter, like no words can be said. I need more. I did start The Spirit Bears Its Teeth last year, but I never finished it. But now I kind of want to go back and finish this after reading this because I want more of his writing because it's so good and it has me sucked in. I'm 140 pages in. I already see myself finishing this in a couple days because I love this book. Okay, and the way Benji is and the way Nick is and like all these like characters that we're like following, I'm absolutely eating this up. It's good. You should read it. I definitely recommend it. Which, speaking of recommending, I do have a recommendation video coming out sometime in February. I think it's gonna be the second or first week of February, but somewhere in there I'm gonna have a recommendations video, and this is probably gonna be it. So you will be seeing this again. Those are two main books I'm gonna be reading in this vlog just to finish them out, so I'm not dragging them too long after the 24-hour readathon. And then another book I want to try and get to in this vlog is right here. It is Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington, which is also on my January TBR. I don't know what it's about. Did I say it? It is. And this was blurred by the author of Ace of Spades. This makes me want to read it more because I love Ace of Spades. I need to get a copy of that book and reread it annotated. I want to get to this. It's on my February, not February. It's on my January TBR. I don't know what it's really about. I know there's some type of tournament involved, and that's pretty much all I really know about it. It is like 300 pages, I think. Oh, it's 400. Yeah, it's 400. It's 404 pages. It's not that long. I could fly through it. The words aren't that small. I mean, it's not bad. But I want to try and get to this week. I may start it, but not finish it in this vlog. We'll see what happens. I said the same thing last week, and I finished no books in my vlog last week. So these are the three main books I really want to focus on this week. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and small because I don't want to set my expectations too high for myself. But after this 24-hour readathon, I'm in the mood to read. I want to devour about 5 books right now. So with that being said, I am going to just get straight into this video. We're going to get straight to editing, actually, because like I said, I have 2 videos to edit, and I'm already starting filming this one. So we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. Let's just go.
you. Say hi. Say hi, bud. Say hi, yo. Oh my goodness. Hi to you too. I love you.
I just cleaned that bathroom. I still look in the bathtub. I need to wash my stuff. But y'all, I was sitting here thinking today. I was kind of like sitting there. I was like eating my breakfast, and I was like, I haven't cleaned my bathroom since I moved in. Like I moved in, like I cleaned it when I moved in, but I haven't cleaned it since. And we've been in this apartment since like end of August. That's embarrassing to say out loud. And I just really thought about it, like I had not cleaned it. I've washed like my bathroom stuff a couple times since we've been here, but I've never actually like cleaned it. And it looks so much better in there. I just had to walk out of there because the chemicals were starting to get to me from the Clorox wipes and then the bleach. It was a bit much. But I have done the sink and the toilet and the countertop and stuff. So all I gotta do is the bathtub and I will be complete. I do have some other stuff I need to do. Like I really need to get to editing, but I have not even like, I've edited like one thing, and that was like some B-roll from like Friday for the weekly vlog that's going up in a few weeks. So like I have a lot to do. I also need to update my reading journal for the 24-hour readathon for the books that I read. Because I do have a spread for that. I talk about it at the end of the video, but I do have a spread for it. So I need to put the books that I read over here. And like write a little summary of everything, because I wrote a summary for like the TBR and stuff. So I need to do that. And then I'm thinking of going and getting another like journal, but I think it's gonna be a junk journal. I think I want to start junk journaling, because I think it'll help with some of my some of the anxiety and stuff. And I'm also very a sentimental person, and I would love to have like a junk journal just to put all my stuff in, and I think it would work well for me. I've been thinking about that lately, because I've been seeing all of that, all of them, like my For You page, my Instagram, like I've just seen it all. But yeah, I even vacuumed in here, which you saw how that one, okay? And then I cleaned my bathroom right after that. So I'm gonna sit down, give myself a little break, let myself do something more mindless than cleaning. Which, I mean, some thought goes into this, but I mostly do this like mindlessly. So let's just go. Guys, I haven't made any like substantial progress in anything that I was gonna do this week, and I need to get on it. I need to because I like being ahead, and I need to stay ahead. Whatever. Let me get the mic on, and then we can actually like talk. Okay. Listen. Last night I got home from work. Okay. You saw that. You saw the clips of me getting in the car and going to work. I didn't record anything until like this morning when I first got up and I started like editing. Okay, but last night I came home, got in bed, was scrolling on TikTok, saw a book and I was like, "Oh, let's read it." It's like a little smutty book. It's like she's like worst book ever. It's the author promoting her book, and she was trying to get people to read it by saying it's the worst book ever. It's like literally smut, no plot. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I should read like a little mindless read. It's just like 12 a.m. Okay, I was like, yeah, let's go into it. Let's do it. I read it. Absolutely hated it. I give it 2 stars. And the more I think about it, the more I dislike it, and the more I want to lower my rating because what garbage was that? I don't like being a hater. I hate being a hater. Like I hate being a hater in my soul. Okay, like I don't like it. I would rather not be a hater. But this book, I literally said on my Goodreads review that I was like, I'm gonna keep this minimal because I don't have a lot to say. But once I started typing those words, I got going. I got going. I mean, the rating on Goodreads is literally a 3.05. Like, that's the average rating with, let me see, how many 5 stars? There are 702 people who rated this 5 stars. How many 3 stars are there? 1,478. How many 2 stars? 959. I'm in like the least amount of people. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the book. I hate it. It was bad. And like, I don't really say I hate books that much. But like, it was bad. Like, the smut was, I mean, it was okay. But I feel, honestly, you should just go read my Goodreads review because it's pretty lengthy. And I don't write reviews like this for 2 star books. But I had a lot to say. I literally said, I know I said I would keep it minimal and then I didn't have a lot to say. But once I started, I just couldn't stop myself. I don't know. Guys, I can't. I don't even want to like look at the book. I don't want to mention this book in my reading wrap up, and I'm only mentioning it here because I feel like as if I still have some pent up rage with this book. Because like there's too much. Way too much. I don't know what to do. I need to put it in my reading journal, but I don't even want to put it in my reading journal as a book that I read because it's garbage. I don't like it. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Okay. Now that I've got the rage of that out of my body, we can go on to other things. I have done a lot of editing. I can say that because I have edited pretty much the majority of my 24-hour readathon. I have done 2 or 3 B-roll clips all the way edited through with music, whatever else needs to be added, and it's in the video. I've edited the intro to it. I've edited one of the updates for it. I'm editing another update for it. Like I am getting through editing this 24-hour readathon. Now for the weekly vlog, I don't ask me about the progress of that one. We don't need to talk about it. It doesn't even need to be mentioned. It doesn't need to be talked about. We don't need to think about it. The 24-hour readathon stuff is uploading on my laptop from my phone at a much faster rate than the stuff for the weekly vlog. So I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay, you guys. But I have done a lot of editing. Okay, I've done a lot more than I thought I did when I was really looking at it. But whatever. I haven't read a single page today, and I think some of that I need to read something to get that awful, terrible book out of my head. But I really don't feel like holding a physical book like open like this. Like I don't really feel like sitting in bed holding something. So then I'm gonna start a third book. I don't know what that third book is gonna be. I have a couple books that I can probably get on my Kindle thingy. I don't know though. I don't know what I want to read. I don't know what I want to read. Did I read City of Gods and Monsters? I don't know. I didn't. No, I should be something off my TBR for the month. No, I don't want to read anything off my TBR either. we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna go figure out what I want to read. Either I read or I edit. One of the two. And I kind of want to take a break from editing because I've done a lot of editing today in general. So I think I just want to take a break and read a little bit for maybe like an hour or so because I still have about 2 hours before I need to be leaving for work. So I think I need to read. So like I said, I need to read to get that awful book out of my head. Because the more I think about it, the more I hate it, and the more I want to be a hater. But I've said what I need to say. I should have been made my peace with it, but it's not, and I need to just I need a way to escape because that book is living right through my mind, and I don't even like it. I don't even like it. This turned into like half of this turned into me ranting about a bad book. Anyways, I'm gonna go figure out what I can read, and then once I figure it out, you'll know. You'll know. You'll know. I went shopping. I went shopping. Here's something that I got. I want to show you the candle I got and then like the books I got. I love candles. I love the way candles smell. Candles are amazing. Okay. There's this one that's called butternut cream cheesecake. I usually get one that's called ice caramel macchiato because I love the way caramel smells. But this smells like, you know that smell when you walk into like a bakery, or like, you know, like the smell of nothing but cakes, if you know what that is. Divine. That's what that smells like. That's what that reminds me of because it smells so delicious. Like I feel like I could eat that, but I can't because it's wax. So we're not gonna do that. Anyways, the books that I got. There's only 3 of them. I wasn't gonna get any. I really wasn't. I was just gonna go in, get what the groceries I needed, and then order some books off of Amazon because I was gonna order Lady of Darkness and Lady of Shadows, so that way whenever I want to read Lady of Shadows, I'll have it. But maybe next time because I was in there and I saw one book and I was like, I might as well just get another like 1 or 2 books. So I ended up walking out with 3. What a shame. Anyways, I got Lights Out by Nevessa Allen, which is on my 25 books in 2025, and I'm reading it. Double banger right there. If you remember in the B-roll, I said I started Lights Out on my iPad yesterday, and I'm only a couple chapters in, so I didn't read very much before work. I read like 1 or 2 chapters before work, and then when I came home from work, I read like 3 more chapters, I think. So now I got the physical copy, and I can read it physically. But I don't know if I'm gonna read any of this today. I might not. I do have to leave for work at like 1, and it's like 11:15 ish, I think. Oh, it's 11:25. Okay, well, there's that. Anyways, the other 2 books I got are A Duet by Sophie Lark, and that's The Sinner's Duet by her. There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil. I read these like 2 years ago and really, 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 really enjoyed them. Do look up your trigger warnings though, because I am pretty sure this is literally 2 serial unalivers falling in love with each other. Also, look up your trigger warnings for this one because this is a stalker romance. I read dark romance. Okay, if you don't like dark romance, I'm sorry. I do read a lot of fantasy as well, but dark romance are good little palette cleansers in between all the fantasy that I read, and it's literally set in the real world, but fiction. Because who would want this in real life? Not I. I did edit a bit yesterday, and I am nearly done editing my 24-hour readathon. Once I finished that, all the clips of that were uploading faster to my iPad than the weekly vlog stuff was. So once I have the 24-hour readathon vlog done, I'll go ahead and start working on that weekly reading vlog. Although that weekly reading vlog goes up in literally a week and 2 days. No, a week and 1 day. So I have plenty of time. But that doesn't mean I'm going to start on editing. I'm going to edit for probably about 30-45 minutes and then read. I don't know if I'm going to read Lights Out or if I'm going to read one of the 2 other books that I have, which is Hell Follows With Us and then Scarred, which is water damaged. I spilled water on my dresser like yesterday, and now the book is severely water damaged, and I'm not thriving. Thanks for asking though, but I'm not thriving. So yeah, that's just a little small update I have for you. I edited it yesterday, like I said I did. I do need to film a video, but I think I'm gonna film it on Sunday. I need to film 2 videos. I'm trying to stay ahead of schedule, like I'm trying to stay ahead by recording stuff early and then getting it done early, so like I can have time to figure out like content plans and stuff like that. Because if not, I'll get very overwhelmed and I will stop doing this. So if I'm not planning ahead for this, then you will no longer see videos from me. So I've just been staying on top of recording and editing and stuff like that. But I edited yesterday. 24-hour readathon will probably be scheduled today, and then I'll start editing. But I'll finish editing the weekly vlog over the weekend and have that scheduled by the end of the weekend. And then maybe finish a book. I hope to finish a book. I don't know though because I work 2 to close today, 2 to close tomorrow, and 3 to close on Saturday. So I really don't know. I started this on Monday night, so maybe I'll take this to Monday night. So we'll see if I can get a book done. Hopefully I can get the book done. I'll probably will read a lot on Sunday and Monday. So yeah, but that's it. That's all I have for you today. That's I say that like that like I said that like it's the end of the video. It's not. That's all I have for you at the moment. If I have any other updates for you later on in the day, I will come to you, but I don't think I will. So I'll see you tomorrow when I update you.
up, people? Let's chat it up because I haven't talked to you since before I left for work yesterday, and now it is like 7. Yeah, it's pretty much 7 o'clock now. So let's chat. Anyways, I have updates. So first of all, I've done a crap ton of editing. I have nearly completely edited all the B-roll clips for my 24-hour readathon. And once that's done, the video is basically complete. I need to watch it all the way through, which is going to take an hour because it's already an hour long, and edit out anything else that I see unfit or necessary to be in the video. And that'll get uploaded, and I have already started working on my weekly vlog. I haven't done a lot on it. I'm hoping to get some more done tonight, later on. So that can go up, because it's supposed to go up on Friday of next week, which is a week from today. And I have yet to finish editing it. So I'm hoping to finish that either tomorrow or early Sunday. That'd be the first thing I do on Sunday, is complete editing that. And then I'll probably, after that, get started on editing this one, so that way I can be ahead a bit more. I did record another video, and I think the way the videos are planned out is that video is up. So the only thing I've read today besides Scarred is Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. I read this for my Read With Me video, where I literally laid here in bed and read this for like an hour straight. And I read about 62 pages of it. I started on page 48 and then on page 110. So yeah, 62 pages, which is basically a page a minute. Which isn't bad. I would say that's not bad. Some people, I could probably read more than 60 pages in an hour, because this book is just very tall, and so there's a lot of words on one page from top to bottom. So I could probably read another book with more than 60 pages an hour, but I just did this one because I was interested. And I haven't talked to you about this really that much yet, but that's because I was trying to wait until I got 100 pages in, so I could give you my thoughts at 100 pages in, and then spoiler free, and then give you a synopsis. So this book starts off, and you're following Allie, our FMC, who is a nurse. She works at a hospital, and she is in the trauma unit, so she sees all like the incoming cases off of like an ambulance, anything to do with like just crazy stuff, and so you're following her after a rough day, and she goes home, and you figure out that she has a mask kink. She scrolls on TikTok, and she has an obsession with the people on TikTok who wear like masks and make mask thirst traps, and she's obsessed with that. So much that she has one TikToker that she is absolutely obsessed with, and watches every single one of his videos, comments on them. I mean, she's obsessed to the max, okay? She's obsessed with a stranger she's never seen in real life. And so that leads to Josh. Josh is said masked man that Allie is obsessed with. And he finds out that she's obsessed with him. And he decides, alright, you're obsessed with me? Fine. I'm gonna stalk you. So yes, this is a stalker romance. Yes, there are plenty of trigger warnings. Yes, you should look them up if you've never read dark romance. I knew I was gonna like this book. I've read plenty of dark romances. Some darker than this one, okay? Nothing too bad though. There are some like dark romances out there that I have yet to dip my like toe in yet. But this is already pretty dark, okay? It does have a like large trigger warning list at the beginning of the book. So just keep that in mind when you're going into this, okay? There are trigger warnings. There are a lot of them. I will put some of them on the screen because, oh my goodness, there's a lot. You saw the full page. But 110 pages in, and I'm eating it up. I can't wait to finish this. I'm just going to put it down for now so I can finish one of the 2 books I originally started in this video, because I've been reading them for nearly a week now and I need to get them done. Because I hate having books on my TBR, like on my currently reading, for like too long. Unless it's a book that I'm just actively avoiding. which was this for a couple days. I was actively avoiding this for a couple days. And I picked it up for the first time today. I am on page 192. I'll probably read another few pages before I put it down. Maybe 30 or so more pages, so that way I can say I read about 90 pages of this. Because I started on page 163. I've nearly read 30 pages. Nothing much has changed. Tristan and Sarah are still going back and forth and doing their thing, lusting after each other, although they shouldn't be lusting after each other. Have I even told you what this is about? I don't think I have. That's pretty much what this is. You also have a group of rebels in here who take a big part in this book, and you'll see what I mean if you read the book. I am finding the series very mid. And I don't know whether it's the characters that are falling flat for me or if it's the writing that's falling flat for me. I can't really tell. I gave book 1, which is Hooked, 3.5 stars. This right now, sitting at a 3. Because I feel as if we got the plot. We got what everybody's end goal is. But like, we barely executed any of the end goals that I see. Like, Sarah has just started, like, unaliving these people and this family at 190 something pages in. Like, I'm very lost on where the plot is going with this for this to be a nearly 400 page book. Well, the actual book ends on 382. But why? I don't know. I'm reading it. I'm having a time. Not a good time. Not a great time. I'm having a good time. Not a great time. Not a fantastic time. But I'm having a time. So that's something. I'm going to go read another like 30 pages of this and then edit some more and watch some more BookTube. I'm currently watching Mel's video because I got uploaded today. I love watching Mel and her videos. So the ending of this book will determine if I DNF this series. Because if I've given the first book 3.5 stars, and this is feeling like a 3-star, I don't need to be reading 3-star books. I want to be reading 4 and 5-star books. And if I need to DNF this series, I will. I will. But yeah, I'm reading it. have been a complete 360 of the way I feel about this book. I come to you bearing updates. First of all, let's get the non-bookish updates out of the way because so if you know anything about me, you know that I don't want to make myself sound like I'm fetishizing these people, but I love like K-dramas, I love K-pop. I am working on learning Korean. I want to learn Japanese. Like, I love watching animes, all this stuff, right? I'm currently watching this K-drama called Vincenzo. My friend recommended it to me. I've only watched a couple of like K-dramas. I watched Lovely Runner, Perfect Marriage Revenge, and I started Extraordinary Attorney Woo. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes into that as well. But my latest obsession has been Vincenzo because I love me a good little action. Okay, I'm eating that up. I'm loving it. Like the way I will sit down and watch that whole hour episode and do nothing but watch an hour episode, insane, insane. Okay, and I watched episode 4 today, the ending of that episode. If you've watched that K-drama, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The ending of that episode, when we find out who's the real boss behind this whole big thing that they have going on they're trying to solve. Flabbergasted. I was not thinking it was going to be that person. I really wasn't. So I watched that. And then along with that, I'm watching like an American TV show. It's called SWAT, if you know what that is. I'm like on episode 11 of that. I'm really liking it. So you're going to see glimpses of me watching that here and there because those are the 2 shows that I'm kind of going back and forth watching like 2 to 3 episodes a day. I'm not the type of person to binge stuff because if I binge it, I'll get tired of it really fast and then I won't want to continue on with it, so I'm just going very slowly. I know Vincenzo only has 1 season, but like if I had to sit and watch that the whole day, I'd grow tired of it eventually, so I'm just not doing that. In other news, I have added a books bought page in my reading journal. I was like, I should keep up with this. And so I was like, let's do it. Let's create a page or 2 for the books bought. I have room enough for 72 books in here. Hopefully I don't buy 72 books. I was going to do 100, but then I thought that was going a little overboard. And I don't think I'll buy 100 books. And if I do, that's an issue. But with that being said, I bought 3 books as I showed you earlier in this vlog. And so I added them in here. And then I added the cost and the month I bought them in. So it's going to be title, cost, month. And I'll just kind of fill this out as the year goes on. But if I do this, if I buy 72 books, that means I'm buying 6 books a month. Because I'm pretty sure 12 times 6 is 72. And if that's the case, I need to slow down. I need to calm down, okay? And then I'm also working on a genre tracker. I saw somebody else do this in their reading journal, so I was like, ooh, I want to do it. And so the way I did it is I wrote the genres over here, and I'm going to fill in each color for each, thing. And then I will have a bunch of spots for different genres. I have probably 75 on here already, but I'm going to fill this page and this page up, and if that feels like too much, then I'll just do small boxes because I think it might be too much to fill up 2 pages. So I think I'm going to do smaller boxes because I don't think I'm going to fill up this second page here, and if I do, I'd be very concerned with myself. But yeah, I added 2 new trackers into my reading journal, and I'm very happy with them. Obviously, I did Dutch doors with the books bought, and I did it very differently from how my Dutch doors are with my series, where I only cut off the top of this page. So it's just literally just kind of there. But yeah, I love the 2 new spreads. As you can see behind me, I am exporting a video to YouTube right now, and it is my 24-hour readathon. I finished editing my weekly vlog earlier. That is complete. It is uploaded. All I need to do now is complete the thumbnail for it, and that's the same thing for this one. All I need to do now, once it gets uploaded to YouTube, is do the thumbnail for it, and I will be officially caught up, and then I'll probably start working on editing this vlog tomorrow. But book-related news, I finished Scarred, and I ended up enjoying the latter 60% of this more than I enjoyed the first 40% of this. I know rating is a 4-star. I did not think I was going to rate it a 4-star. You guys know how I was feeling about this for my 24-hour readathon, and the way I was talking about it at the beginning of this vlog, that I was not really seeing this getting a higher than a 3.5, but I got a 4. It surprised me. the slow burn in here because Sarah and Tristan don't immediately get together like how Wendy and Hook do in Hooked. And I enjoy this good slow burn. And the tension and the wanting and like just this was so good. This was better than I was expecting it to be. The plot was a little wonky, and I felt like it could have picked up a bit faster there because I felt like things were slowly happening over the course of the book. But I feel like we could have probably cut 50, 60 pages if we had sped some things up in the middle a bit there. But besides that, and like my issues with like the beginning of the book, I enjoyed this. Tristan is absolutely down bad for Sarah, and honestly, I approve, okay? You may have done some evil, vile things that I don't really think I approve of. But you're willing to go hard for your woman, so I respect it. So now I'm either gonna read Lights Out or How Far With Us. I'm on chapter 15 of this, and then I'm still in the middle of chapter 10 of this. But these are like the last two current reads I have right now. And I want to at least finish one more book before the end of this vlog, because my next vlog is like a reading series that I'm in the middle of vlog. This is probably going to be in that because this is the first book in a series. So I'm going to try and finish this and be ready for when book 2 comes out, because I'm pretty sure it comes out later this year. Yeah, it says Into the Darkness continues. And to card up, get on your knee. I'm not going to say that. But I already started. It says get on your knees and pray. But not like P-A or P-R-A-Y. It's P-R-E-Y. And it says coming spring 2025. So I want to finish this. But I probably won't get finished in this vlog. It'll probably get finished in the beginning of the other vlog. Just because this is the first book in the series. And then this will probably be the book that I finish. Just because I'm almost halfway through it already. So, yeah, I did all the talking. But I had so much to talk to you guys about. It's uploaded to YouTube. Now I'm going to title this, create the description and stuff. And then, that's it. For uploads wise. I'll probably start editing this vlog tomorrow. So that way I'll have less to edit during the week. And so that's it. That's really all I have to update you about. This vlog is going to be long, but as I said, I really enjoy long vlogs, and I love watching long vlogs. Like, I love watching Gavin Reads It All vlogs, because his vlogs most of the time are like over an hour long. Mel Reads has some vlogs that are over an hour long. Not a lot of them, but she has some that are long. Or like Katie is Reading. I love watching her videos also. And she has some like over an hour long vlogs. And also Cassandra Lynn Reads. She has some. And then there's somebody else who has some long vlogs. And I can't think of who. But I love a good long vlog. So if you don't, I'm sorry. But I do. And I sometimes go back and watch my own videos. That makes me sound crazy a bit. Anyways, goodbye. I'm gonna go finish this and get started on the thumbnails for both of the videos I've uploaded today, and then maybe get started on editing the Read With Me video, because that's going up after this 24-hour readathon. So yeah, let's go. to check the mailbox, and she gave me a package, and I think I know what this is, and if it is what it is, in my next weekly vlog, I'm reading this. Hold on. I think this is what I was expecting in my last weekly vlog, but I didn't get it. Now it's actually here. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's in really good condition. I bought it off of Pango, which I mean, oh my god! I got a bookmark and some stickers. I'm putting these in my notebook, in my reading journal. I'm buying these secondhand because these are $21, and honestly, I know people are probably selling these online for more than that, but it's the Popular by R. Crumb, which is the standard hardback edition. I'm going to own every edition of this book there is. You can't convince me otherwise. So I now have my collector's edition and my standard hardcover edition. I mostly got this standard hardcover edition so I can annotate it, because who would want to write and highlight and underline and write little comments in this beautiful, stunning edition of this book? Not me, because why? And so I just got this one so I can literally just annotate it. It's going to be annotated to like hell and back, but it's going to be annotated. I'm probably going to use this as my annotate with me book. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to do a series of annotate with me videos where I sit down and literally annotate for however long I feel like annotating. I am going to make an annotation. I have already started filming February's content since I have fully planned out all of January's content, so I started already working on February's content, and it's going to be an annotate with me video and how I do annotations. So now I have this edition, and then I'll get the, what's next, the Dragon Republic in this matching edition as well, and then also get, if they do it, which they should be, get a collector's edition of the Dragon Republic as well, because I love this series. Now it's time for me to find somewhere to put this on my shelf, because none of the books I have on here are this type of fantasy. Like, I don't have, like, because these aren't, like, fantasy romance. These aren't, like, romantasy books. This is, like, a hard-hitting, high fantasy book. And I just don't know where to put it on my shelf of books. So, it's going to go somewhere, though, because I need this on my shelf. So, I don't want it to need, I need it on the shelf. So, with that being said, I told you last night I finished Scored. I'm going to just go ahead and do the update now. I went to Barnes & Noble. I did not buy anything. I had self-control and did not buy anything. I'm going to probably do a big book haul. Probably midway through the year. Save up a bit of money so I can go splurge at Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Pango, whatever I want to do, and buy myself a bunch of books. Because, like I said, I do want to own about 100 books before the end of the year, 150, because I'm already at over 60 books. Let me grab How Follow With Us, and then we can talk about that. I am like 75% of the way through with this. I literally have 103 pages left of this book. I'm going to finish it today. It's only 3:30 in the afternoon. It feels much later. I don't know why. I think it's because I've been up for so long. But I am going to read this a bit today. I was telling you last night that I only watch one episode of SWAT and one episode of Vincenzo a day. I'm on my second episode of Vincenzo because we're getting into the thick of it. I'm on episode 6. We found out who the villain was at the end of episode 4. Episode 5 was kind of like a mellow episode, but things are happening and I'm excited. I want to get to the bottom of this. I want the bad guys to go to jail, or, and I have a feeling that they're going to all, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm so beyond ready. But I'm just getting finished today, and then I'll probably start their Vicious Games today as well, because I have been literally eyeing that book, and every time I think about it, I just want to read it more. So I'll probably start that today, and finish this today, and then maybe be a bit of lights out today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't have work tomorrow, and tomorrow's the last day of the vlog anyways. So we'll see where we're at. Because the next vlog after this is a continuing series vlog. So, you know, we'll see where we go with here. But I just want to really update you guys that I finally got my copy of the Poppy War that I bought off Pango. Time to go look for an edition of the Dragon Republic so I can have it on hand when I finish this. Because I'm going to finish this pretty fast. And I'm going to love it because this is one of my favorite books of all time. I gave this 5 stars my first read through like 2-3 years ago. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to rate all 3 books 5 stars. So I don't know what to say. But yeah, that's like a little smaller update I have for you, and that's pretty much it. And then I'll see you tomorrow when I do the outro for this book, for the video. I don't know.
welcome to the end of the vlog, besties. We have a lot to talk about because I feel like this weekly vlog was a lot more eventful than my last weekly vlog, which is crazy because they were only filmed just about 2 weeks apart. So for life to drastically change like that feels good. I feel like I've made progress. Okay, I feel like I've done some things. My 24-hour readathon really helped me get into the reading mood and set the mood for 2024 because I have done nothing. I have been wanting to do nothing but read all day. Maybe watch a K drama episode here and there, a SWAT episode here and there. But like for the most part, I have want nothing to read. So I feel like that was shown in this video where I completed 2 books, started another one, and got 163 pages into another one. Success. Here are the 2 books that I finished and I started at my 24-hour readathon and I just dragged over into this weekly vlog. I finished this one on Saturday and then I finished this one last night on Sunday. This was ended up being a 4-star and this ended up being a 5-star. My first 5-star read of 2025. Here she is, beautiful, beloved, I love her. But let's talk about Scarred for a second. Scarred by Ellie McIntyre is the second book in the After series. I give the first book 3.25 stars ish, somewhere in there. I still am very undecided about that rating for that first book, but I do know it's not my favorite. I ended up giving this a 4-star. I ended up enjoying the latter 50% of this than the first beginning 50% of this because I really couldn't tell you why, but I think it's because Tristan grew on me. But also, I could feel the tension between the 2 characters, the wanting, the need, all of that to progress to where they got by the end of this book, willing to do whatever it takes for the other person. Please, please don't get me started. This ended up being a really, 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 really good book. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay. I rate this. If you're going to read one of the Never After books that I've read Scarred. I don't recommend Hook that much unless you're into what that book was, which I couldn't really tell you what it was because I gave it a 3.25 star, 3.5. So, like I said, still very undecided on that rating, but I definitely recommend this one. Okay, it's so good. Look up your trigger warnings. It's not even kind of dark. It is just dark. So be aware of that going in. Let's talk about my first 5-star read of 2025. How Falling with Us by Andrew Joseph White. Rereading this felt like reading this for the first time because I pretty much remembered absolutely nothing about this. Although I had read this in like 2023 or 2022. This book, if I'm being honest with you, I think this is a 6-star read for me. Like the more I sit and think about this book, the more I fall in love with it, and the more I literally perfection. Perfection. I will be reading The Spirit Emergency soon, which is Andrew Joseph White's other book that I currently own. He does have a book that came out last year, and he has another book that's coming out this year. Which the one for this year sounds really, really good. It's called "You Weren't Meant to Be Human" or something like that. And the premise of it sounds really, really good, and I can't wait to come out. But I do need to get through his other couple books before I get to that. So I'm hoping to do that before. I'm hoping to do that before it comes out. So yeah, I absolutely adore this 6-star read. First actual 5-star of the year. I love this. Oh, I actually finished 3 books in this vlog because I finished Sin. So I just remembered that I actually finished 3 books in this vlog because I finished Sin by Seven Rue, which I ended up lowering my rating to a 1.5 star because the more I sat and thought about this book, the more I disliked it, and I can't get behind it. Okay, this is what the cover looks like. I don't recommend it. Okay, it was something that I was like, oh, it's gonna be pure smut. I hated the smut. Like it was not even mid. It was just bad, and it was supposed to be like a white shoes. but it kind of felt forced, and I didn't like that the white cheese part of it felt forced. And there's a scene in the book with one of the guys. So I don't remember the main characters' names in this book, but I think I don't know. I don't know her. I think she has a boyfriend who she met a couple weeks ago. We don't get the backstory for that. We just know they met a couple weeks ago, and they've been like in love, having the best like smacks of their life the last couple of weeks. And she's finally going out with them to meet his friends. And when they meet their friends, he starts like touching her while they're there, and then things like to other things. And then his friends end up with her, but one of the friends does something he's not really supposed to do that edges on the line of literal rape that I just can't get behind. There was no trigger warning about that. There was no mention of that. Nothing at all. And then we get brought up in her trauma. Listen, I'm not gonna give you the whole rundown of this book. I feel like I talked your ear off about it when I explained to you that I finished it and I really, 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 really disliked this book. If you want to know more, I will leave my Goodreads link down below, and you can go read my very, very lengthy review that I said it wasn't going to be me being a hater, but I think it ended up really turning into me being a hater, and I apologize. But like, I had a lot to say about the book. The other two books I The other two books I started in this vlog were Lights Out by Navessa Allen, and then last night I started Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington. Let's talk about the one that I find essential right now, which is Lights Out by Navessa Allen. I am loving this. I can't lie to you. I am kicking my feet. I am giggling. I am laughing out loud. I am having a time of my life. This is a dark, can I say romantic comedy? Because it's dark, it's funny, and it's a romance book. I know it's supposed to take a turn somewhere in here. I don't know what point in here, but it's supposed to take like a bit of a turn, and she's gonna get another stalker or something like that. And so I don't know. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but for right now, things between Allie and Josh are cooling, and I'm loving it. I am really enjoying this book. Now I don't see it being a 5-star read. I can't say that. But I can say that I'm enjoying it, and this could be like a possibly high 4-star depending on how the last like 200 or whatever pages go in this book. Okay, because I'm really enjoying this a lot more than I thought I was. Like I knew I was gonna enjoy it, but I was like, don't put your expectations too high, Emerson, because books let you down all the time. You never know. This is not letting me down. This has done me justice. Okay, and it's one of the first books off of my 25 and 25 that I'm reading. I'm going to try and read more of them in either March or February. I have a vlog planned where I'm going to read a couple of my 25 and 25. So I'm off to a good start by reading this already in January, getting started on that. And so I'm proud of myself. Very proud of myself. So I'm up to 1,363 pages in. I'm really enjoying this. I gave you a synopsis earlier on in the video, so I don't feel like giving you one now, but things have progressed a lot, and I like the way things are going. And then the other book that I started in this video was Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington. I am only on page 40 of this book. I started it last night before falling asleep, and I read the first 3 chapters. Chapter 2 was the longest out of all of them. I don't know why, but from what I got from this book, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it. Um, this kind of reminds me of Ace of Spades. I don't want to start the author's name, so I'm not gonna attempt it. But if you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. I need to do a reread of that because I read that also like a couple years ago. Really, really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 5-star, and have yet to read anything else by that author or even go back and pick that book up on my own. But I am reading this one. I'm really liking it. I can't really give you a synopsis of the book besides what's on the back. And so you probably won't see another vlog. I don't even know when you're going to see another vlog because this is the last vlog I'm filming for a while because I have, after this, it's my like end of month content. So I think. I'm not really sure, but this is the last vlog you're seeing until my continuing series vlog, which I won't start filming until probably the end of January. So do with that what you will. But I'm reading this. I like the first 39 pages that I have read, and I can't wait to see where this book goes. You will have my full thoughts on this when I do my January wrap up. And then I also hauled 4 books in this video. I hauled these 4 books in this video. Only 3 of them did I actually buy in the month of January, which is these 3. I bought this off of Pango the end of December. I didn't get here till just now. I was expecting it my last weekly vlog. Didn't get here. It got here this weekly vlog. It's fine. I will be starting this off camera probably a couple days from now. And then I don't know when I'll get to these 2, but I'm obviously reading this one. I'm trying not to buy too many books in 2025, but also trying to get my library to like 100 books, maybe 150 by the end of the year. So I don't know how that'll go, but right now we're off to a great start. I've only bought 3 books in this year. So, but yeah, I did all these books in this video, and I'm so happy. So that's it for this video. Um, that's it for me for a while because I don't know when the next vlog is going to be going up. I have pretty much planned out all of my February content at this point, which I'm very proud of myself. Like I said, I'm trying to stay on top of things so I don't overwhelm myself and I have a schedule to go by and I know what's going up when, so I can stay fully on top of this and enjoy what I'm doing. And I am. I'm really enjoying being back on YouTube and recording videos. But that being said, I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever world you are having it in. If you want to let me know you made this far into the video, comments a ooh comments an angel emoji for how followed with us and the angels in this book. Because this is my first 5-star read of the year. If you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.